Welcome to Jeff's Garage. Today we're looking at an old PS4, an original one. It won't take a disc and it's very, very dirty, as we'll find out as we go along here. It will boot though. It has 11.02 on it. My God, look at this dust and stuff. So let's try to get these stickers off. I used a pair of tweezers here to do it, but I try to save them. They don't have to be perfect to go back on, but something to make it look nice. Gonna just stick them on the table for safekeeping. Now there's 4 screws on the back here. There's a torque security bit. If you need to find out how to take one apart, just look at iFixit, they're pretty good. This cover should hopefully just pop off here. Pop goes the weasel. Ah, look at that dirt. I think I'm going to take this piece inside and wash it in the sink. Some more screws. And dust bunnies. Power supply comes out next here. There's 2 straight pins, so you gotta pull it straight up, but I flipped it sideways after and unplugged the plug. Unplug. Disk drive seems like the logical next thing, but we gotta take this Wi-Fi antenna off. You gotta be real careful with the connector on the ribbon cable. You gotta push down on the metal tab while you're pulling it off. power connector for the disk drive is right underneath the ribbon cable for it. Revealing another screw. One tiny little Phillips head screw left, holding the disk drive on. And there it is. Needs a lot of cleaning, but we'll get to that later. Smooth, that'll be why the discs won't go in. Mmm. This top cover has clips all the way around 3 sides, so it's a little tough to get off the first time. Man, that's dusty. Dry as a bone.
Dry as a bone.
So I'm just going to use my little vacuum on the motherboard. I'm not going to clean it with anything else. But it is a lot of dirt and dust to have to pick up with my tiny little vacuum. This is it, moment of truth. Let's see. Terrible. Yeah, it would have overheated if I turned it on for any length of time at all. So this was a good call. I mean, holy, look what's in the fan assembly here. So I'll take the main frame with the fan in one piece out and clean it, and now it's done. I blew that all out with an air compressor too, so that's why it's so nice and clean. I've cleaned this metal plate off now. This thing only has 3 screws holding it to the main frame, so don't forget. Now that the motherboard's ready, let's put probably just a little too much on, but that's okay. Better than not enough. It's Arctic MX4. And now we're ready to drop the new motherboard into the freshly clean main frame. And we're ready for the cleaned up top cover. Now, those thermal pads, I just left them where they belong, made sure they were all there. So that's good enough for me. Always try to put even pressure on the screws for the APU here. And now for a bunch more screws. Don't forget to plug in the fan. I took the power supply apart off camera and took these two pieces of plastic in the house and washed them in the sink. So, and I vacuumed out the inside of this. Oh, now you got to be careful around a power supply, so at your own risk. But this was very, very dirty, so it was well worth it. But to put it back together, it's got a whole bunch of snaps around the outside, and then two screws, two little black screws. Okay, now it's time to look at this disk drive. It's pretty dirty and grimy, so this will take a little bit. Alright, so there's three screws holding the top plate on here, and there's a little hook in the you'll see on the bottom left corner here, it will have to be slid out from underneath that little hook. So what happens is dirt and dust and stuff gets embedded in these rollers. These rollers are supposed to, the rubber on them is supposed to feel like silicone, kind of a little bit sticky or tacky to grab a disc. But when it's embedded with dirt, it can't do that any longer. So a piece of paper towel with some isopropyl alcohol IPA on it will clean that up. And I use the same thing to clean up the laser assembly also. I just want to give this thing every chance to survive. We're going to make sure it's real nice and clean. If you're careful enough, you could follow along with me. You gotta be careful to do it with a paper towel like this. Isopropyl alcohol on the paper towel. These should just pop right back in once you get them lined up properly. They're not too bad to do. Three screws if you're following along. This wire goes under the steel plate. it's finally getting plugged in right now with a pair of needle nose on the plastic bit. Then the steel cover, it only has 3 screws also. Now the disk drive is ready to be installed in the main frame. Is it in? No, it's not in. You sure it's in? Yeah, it's in. You sure? Yeah, I think it's in. Oh, is it in? Yeah, it's in now. Finally. About time we stuck this antenna back where it belonged. You gotta make sure these cables are routed correctly. That's can be a little difficult. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, yeah, it's in. Probably shouldn't have plugged that ribbon into the drive so quickly and then decide to work underneath it and then end up having to pull it back off to do that screw later. Time to put the rest of the screws in. The screw I forgot. I cleaned the outside covers in the sink in the house earlier and dried them all off camera. But we'll wipe them down again before we're done. Back screws for this panel, and then we'll put 3 of the 4 stickers back on at least for now. Hard drive has been all cleaned and brushed off and everything, so ready to go back in. Still the original, but that's fine for now. Time for the top cover now. Now don't be like me and don't put that screw in the middle in first. Now this top cover is pretty scratched up, so for now I'm leaving it like this, but if anybody has any ideas or maybe a replacement cover, just let me know in the comments. Just going to show you guys live on the shaky cam. I'm going to plug the power in here and see if it turns on. Oh yeah. Hear that old hard drive spinning up there too. Fan sounds nice and quiet on this one. Bearings seem good. Nice. Now I'm going to show and confirm the firmware. 2.02. That takes a disc real nice now. Didn't take a disc at all before. Yeah, and it appears to read it too. So we're going to try out San Andreas on it. It's a pretty small game to try out. I don't know why it starts out so small here. Kind of funny. Yeah, I think it's going to boot the game here just fine.
I thought you said you was
Yeah,
innocent,
it's going to
Carl.
work.
But you don't bash. Car 58. See you around like a
This
donut,
was a
Carl.
Oh
success.
shit. Here we go
So,
again. Worst place in the world. Rolling Heights baller country. And I ain't represented Grove Street in 5 years. But the ballers won't give a shit.
so by this point I've tested everything on and off camera, so this thing is working real nice. This was a success. So, first I'd like to thank all my subscribers and all the supporters of the channel. That's what keeps me making these videos now. So stay tuned for some new ones. I'm just going to keep playing GTA for a minute. And yeah, it does eject. You'll see that at the end. And bye for now.
They were stupid.